I've always thought that we enjoy quite the intimate friendship. It seems your great battle sharp to bask in the presence of Mondstadt's new big hero is quite the morale boost. And that's coming from a knight.
Sweet-talking, sugar-coated Captain Kaya.
Nonsense. I speak from the... Me? Nothing. On the contrary, I'm trying to work out what others are... That's why I'm here. Somewhere quiet.
So what you thinking about then?
The Abyss Order. A dragon wreaks havoc in Mondstadt, and the acting Grand Master If you were the Abyss Order, would you squander the... To get to the bottom of it, I decided to wait. So I waited. Then came the day you made all hell break loose in Storm Terror's lair. Just as that same day, I saw shadowy figures lurking in the city itself.
Inside the city?
Well, all the other knights were outside, fighting the enemy. As you can imagine, that left the inside of the city completely unguarded. Except for me, of course. And so I approached the Abyss Order infiltrators for a bit of... Through various means, I managed to gather some rather interesting intel. The situation is this. The Abyss Order. They are united under a single leader.
The Abyss Order has a leader?
Yes. And it was this very leader who devised...
What exactly did you have to do to find this out?
Let's just say I'm blessed with certain linguistic power. There's more. The Abyss Order has a name for this leader. They call her the Princess. Now, I'm sorry to cut this intelligence briefing short, but I do believe I spy Amber heading this way. I think she's still angry with me for my absence from the defense effort during the attack.
One minute I see Kaya, the next he slipped away. Clear sign of a guilty conscience. Are you sure? Because that sounds like exactly what he'd but let's forget about him. I worked Hi, Sarah.
I will make you better.
So, now the Storm Terror threat is behind us. What are your plans for the next step?
Paimon thinks it's time to leave Mondstadt and keep looking through the 7 nations until we find clues about his sister.
Huh, really? Oh, well, I guess this is good. Hey, don't feel down. You'll always be a friend. That's the spirit. Remember, Mondstadt will always welcome you. All right, now let's eat before it gets cold.
That was...
Of course. Well, I don't trust myself in the kitchen. You can always trust... Oh, I almost forgot to Jean's waiting for you at the cathedral. It's something to do with the Holy Lyre de Himmel. You'd better head there now.
This is Barbara, the deaconess of the church. She is here to retrieve the holy...
May the animal... I'm not really in a position to speak compared to our acting Grand Master, but I still want to thank you all on behalf of all of Mons. Fortunately, everything was resolved peacefully. I can't imagine how an all-out war between the military and the dragon would have ended.
Now the Fatui have no choice but to keep their mouths shut. They must be annoyed that things didn't turn out as planned for them. This time, they even lost their best excuse to pressure the Knights of Favonius. Diplomatically speaking, they gained nothing, and on the...
Sounds like quite the story. We cannot ask you to keep defending the liar forever. Oh, don't worry. I'm not here to collect rent. The Holy Liar! Lord Barbados! Even if I atone for these sins for the rest of my life, it would still not be enough!
Oh, give it here.
How could this Holy Liar, but how?
Huh? Let Paimon see!
No. I don't know how you managed to fix it, but you'll never touch the liar again!
We, really should get going. That trick I used to repair the Holy Liar. I mean, the magic I used isn't going to hold forever, you know.
What? You tone deaf, Bard! Hey, don't go!
At last, Mondstadt's rodent ruler in the flesh. Scurrying through the streets looking for leftovers? Mondstadt calls this a god?
Resident rodent beats invasive vermin.
Don't you dare speak back to me, insolent bard. Absentee Archon of Mondstadt. How impotent you've become.
That smirk you wear looks out of place. Did you steal it from your master's face?
You should have held your tongue. So, this is a gnosis. Wouldn't be caught dead wearing this ugly thing in public.
Beauty isn't waste when the beholder has no taste.
Well, we have what we came here for. Come, before our dear Favonian friends arrive. Leave nothing for them to find.
Honorary Knight, you're awake! I found you lying unconscious outside the cathedral and used my elemental powers to heal you. That bard awakened first, but strangely, my healing powers had almost no effect on him. This is the first time I've encountered such a patient. But he just said, it's completely normal, and then got up and left the cathedral.
He left?
The symbol of Mondstadt's hero. That's what he said. I wanted to stop him, but Master Jean said to let him leave. How strange.
Paimon remembers Venti healing. It's probably...
wind amongst the branches is... I said the exact same thing last time. So you noticed. This isn't something I'm meant to discuss with ordinary people. But I suppose I can let you in on the secret. As you know, visions are external magical foci that only a small minority of people possess. They use these visions to channel elemental power. In truth, every wielder of a vision is one who can attain godhood and ascend to Celestia. We call such people allogenes.
Allogenes? Paimon's never heard.
That's because this is a secret that only Archons are privy to. We don't need primitive tools like visions. Instead, each Archon has an internal It's just a glowing glass ball I carry around to avoid suspicion.
So who was that nasty woman who...
Her name is Signora. She and the rest of the Harbingers have been given godlike executive authority by the Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya, and with it, strength surpassing that of other mortals.
The Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya? Isn't that...
Indeed. She is one of the seven. The Tsaritsa who reigns from the Zepelyarny Palace, and the one person that the Fatui Harbingers all answer to. The seven don't always get along well, but still. I never thought that she would plot to steal another Archon's Gnosis. 500 years ago, I knew her well. But I can't say the same is true now. You see, a certain catastrophe happened 500 years ago, but we can save discussion of the Cryo Archon and the Fatui for another day. If you seek the rest of the seven, you should head for Mondstadt's neighboring nation of Liyue. The Geo Archon who reigns there, unlike me, administrates his entire... He only descends once every year to give his divine predictions, which set the direction for Liyue for the rest of that year.
Even so, it sounds like he works much harder.
In any case, this year's Rite of Descension is soon to begin. If you miss it, you'll just have to wait another year.
What? Oh, why didn't you tell us before? Well, then bye.
One moment, Windborn Outlander. Just use it gratefully. Or, better yet, Traveler. As you set off on your journey once again, the birds of Tevat, the song, the destination is not everything. So, great. If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always in a single climb. Up till the end, as such, I don't intend to force... I just hope that before I became an Archon, I too was taught the meaning of freedom in this... If you want to chat, now's the time. Kaya shared some new... Oh, I see. They were probably trying to turn Dvalin into a weapon of war for the Abyss. But I think so too, apparently. If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always in a...
That Fatui lady...
She wanted to avoid any eyewitnesses. The slightest slip-up here would have destroyed the Fatui's diplomatic relations with the...
So they're just gonna keep acting like Mondstadt's allies?
If only the Fatui possessed the strongest military...
Speaking of the... He said that the Fatui can only run amok across the Seven Nations and threaten the Knights because of the Harbingers.
Yes. As I said earlier, the Cryo Archon has given them authority... The Tsaritsa... I haven't seen... Whatever the answer is, I have a feeling it's only going to make your search for the If you want to chat, now's the time. As I said before, a Gnosis is a higher... But as for which of the seven took your sister... I'm sorry, I don't know. Wait, as one of the seven, I'm not clear of suspicion yet either, am I? We're a great team indeed.
You don't seem too into it. Hey, Tone Deaf Bard! If being one of the four winds means free...
If you want to chat, now's the time. Well then.
On the way back to Mondstadt after rest...
Barbara's really popular, isn't she?
Paimon, have you ever read Vera's Melancholy before?